So what I'm saying is, if we really cared about just beating Washington, statistically, we shouldn't pass the ball more than 15-ish times the entire game. In the last 5 games, opponents have averaged 64 plays on offense against Washington each game, which means we should run the ball around 50 times on Saturday. And if you spread that out between Singleton, Fat Man, Warren, and Bo, along with maybe some other guys, you're looking at a very manageable workload and a dominant game for our offense. It also brings up the question that if you already know your game plan is to lean on the run game and to limit passing into the strength of Washington's defense, why should Aller get the bulk of snaps at quarterback? I know we just kind of came to the conclusion that if you probably still stick with Aller, but especially going into this game when you're not going to want him throwing downfield anyways, should Bo start?
You can't. I don't think you can start him, but he should play a lot. Like, he should get snap. He should, if he gets 5 snaps on Saturday, something's wrong.
Somebody just go choke Franklin after the game.
Somebody needs to be fired. This is a perfect, and I think, you could make this argument really down the stretch of the season that Penn State, I know we were talking about, they weren't able to get the passing game going, and they had to lean on their running game, which wasn't very effective on Saturday, but it should be effective this Saturday. And I agree. If it's your strength, use it. Make this I don't want to say easy game, but don't, like you said, don't overcomplicate it. I still think there'll be times to maybe take some big shots down the field, and Penn State can maybe cash in on some of those. But if you can run, 5 yards a carry, you've got 2 of the best running backs in football. You've got a mobile quarterback. You've got a tight end who can do anything. That's a lot to use, and not a lot that Washington has in response.
My final thought for this game is just how necessary is Drew in our offense down the stretch, because it's clear that he is not the reason for why we score points. If we score points this weekend against Washington, it's because we're running the ball. My prediction, Penn State 35-10 for Washington. I know it's going to be the worst whiteout of all time.
I know.
It still should be a lot of fun, and hopefully we can put the loss to Ohio State behind us and just hope that we can dominate these last 4 games and get that home playoff game, which I'm hoping we got 2 whiteouts left. I know we already had the whiteout against Illinois.
Yeah.
We already had the 111,000 against Ohio State. I hope we got this whiteout this weekend against Washington, and then the real one in December.